What is up and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of Collectible Goodness with me, Anthony Flores. It has been quite some time once again since I've done this segment. I only do this once in a blue moon when I actually have a fair amount of stuff to showcase for y'all, and just stuff that I picked up over the last, I'd say about a couple months or so. But one of the biggest ways that you can see this up to date all the time, current stuff, always follow me on Instagram. Handle is right here. And yeah, that's probably the best and fastest way to see it. But I know not everybody has social media and stuff, so that's essentially the point to make a video about it. Recently, I was, as of filming this, just this past weekend, I was a vendor at a local Funko Pop event, and I was not really looking to buy anything. I was more looking to sell, and I was selling some of my artwork there as well. Also, if you want to follow my artwork, if you want, handle right there. From there, I was just very, I was not put off. It was just more of overwhelming to see all the amazing deals surrounding me, and I was very much struggling to just internally say, no, no, no. I found a couple of $5 deals. I couldn't pass these up. $5 price range, awesome. Couple of characters that I've been wanting for a very long time, even more awesome. First up is Starfire as Batgirl, and my apologies for glaring issues here. There's actually, I think, like 4 variants. I know Raven is probably the record breaker when it comes to the Teen Titans characters to have different variants of her, but I don't know, just something about Starfire in the different costumes. I have the Flash version of her, and now I have the Batgirl, which is pretty awesome. And the other character that I picked up is the Emperor's New Grooves, Yzma. I mean, rest in peace to Eartha Kitt. She gave this character so much energy and so many crazy quips and over-the-top like moments, and it's so much more than what the character is. She's a pretty standard Disney villain, but with Eartha Kitt's personality and just overall charm and just electric performance, and just wow. She's arguably my favorite Disney villain, and I think the whole movie in general has still been very underrated. Now, these two I definitely had to get. They are commons as well, but I had to get them for just being such huge parts of my childhood. And I got both of these from Box Lunch, and they were, I had like a coupon or something. I can't quite remember what I had, but I saw that I follow my local Box Lunch in Instagram. They posted, hey, we got this pop and this pop, so I'm like, I need to go there right now. First up is Dark Magician Girl. There is an amazing amount of detail on this. I know, again, glaring is a very big issue here, but I mean, as close as I can get to it. I don't want to take this out of the box. I really don't. But I mean, just the side view here, that's the character's photo there, and just she's fucking beautiful. I love all the details, her little staff, her hat, and just everything about the character is immortalized perfectly in pop form. Loved Yu-Gi-Oh! It took a lot of, just like Funko's taking so much money out of my wallet nowadays, Yu-Gi-Oh! Was my life up until I was about 17 years old or so. So it only made sense. The second they make a Dark Magician, I'm going to be on that shit. And the next pop I got from there, from Box Lunch, is Demona. Gargoyles was that show that Disney clearly made to compete like with Batman and some shit like that, more dramatic shows like that, or like X-Men, and for the 90s, and Disney making a show like this is just like, what? And it's a classic show. I have not seen it in a long time, but I do remember, and I just remember the characters being so well written, and just even as a kid I thought, man, this is some serious stuff here. And I think Demona kind of being that anti-hero and villain, that balance that she kind of brought throughout the series, I remember enjoying the show a lot, and I definitely want to hunt down the DVDs to check it out and enjoy the show fully, or maybe they'll release it on Blu-ray one day. I have no idea. But as far as the Funko Pops go, these are really fantastic as well. Beautiful sculpts. And to be honest though, I really would only want to get Goliath, and that's pretty much it. Those are the two main characters that stood out to me. New York Comic Con just happened this past weekend as well. And you had the fall convention exclusives, that, the shared exclusives. I was very happy to pick up Supergirl. It's about damn time. They made a Supergirl pop of Melissa Benoist. I don't know how to say her last name, But she is excellent as the character. I need to catch up on season 3 now that I think about it. But the pop is amazing. You know, she's in full flight mode there, ready to, you know, kick some ass and stuff like that. On to another exclusive that I got lucky. I had to pay, I think, about a few dollars over retail. But I give or take from what it's going for, like on eBay, I was just like, you know what? One of my local collectible shops had this, and I'm desperately trying to collect all of these. Not every single one, but at least the main characters, and that is the Scott Pilgrim versus the World line, and they are killing me because they're making every damn character an exclusive. But I did manage to get the Matthew Patel and Demon Chick 2-pack. The Demon Chick alone was actually looking pretty awesome. Just the black and white and grayscale stuff, and then Matthew Patel looks as douchey in his pirate his pirate attire, because pirates are in this year. I love this movie. It is arguably my favorite movie of all time, and it's saying a lot. For sure in my top 5. It's been debatable in my head. They just released the Katyanagi twins, and that's a fun one that I'll probably never get for a very long time, but hey, oh man, between that and Lucas Lee and Roxy Richter, and oh man, there's still a handful that I need, so this has been great. I picked a great set to try to collect. I just got these technically at full price, but I had to get these. I love this little show so much, and yes, there are some moments where I could definitely do without, because it involves children, and puberty things that children do are very... You just don't want to see that as an adult, so I hate that part of the show. But everything else, in terms of the characters and the writing and just the overall situations, are hilarious. This little Netflix show, I'm surprised it even gained traction for its controversialness that I just mentioned. All these weird, over-the-top situations involving kids, but these characters, though, oh man, they're arguably some of my favorite characters in an animated series, period. And that is the Hormone Monsters. You got like Maurice, the Hormone Monster there, and then arguably my favorite character of the whole show, and that is the Hormone Monsters, Connie, played by Maya Rudolph, and the Hormone Monsters, played by Nick Kroll, and the creator of the show, or one of the co-creators. I don't know what... The word bubble bath will never be the same to me. The way she has this portrayal of randomness within the character. Sometimes she has this over-the-top accent, sometimes she doesn't, sometimes she... It's like she's multiple characters in one. The same with the Hormone Monster. See, they embody this like almost imaginary type feel to them. They almost feel like they're figments of imagination, but they're really not to some extent. To the kids, they're very real. To the kids in the show, they're very real because they're the embodiment of puberty and stuff like that. So it's a very interesting and very, very weird thing that happens within this show to have an actual representation of your hormones. It's very strange, but a different concept, and that's why I'm sure a lot of people are gravitating towards it. And I love the sculpts on these too. They're very detailed, and just the color scheme is pretty good too. I mean, Funko knocked it out of the park with these as well, and I'm glad they're not like exclusives or something. These I would expect to be exclusives or some shit like that, because it's like definitely not as large of an audience as something like Supergirl or Yu-Gi-Oh! And stuff like that. So, but either way, love the show. I love the characters in particular, and that is it, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you all enjoyed this segment of Collectible Goodness. Again, feel free to like this video. That way I know if you even bothered to click on this video and even enjoyed it. I really hope you did. And all things Funko and collectibles aside, I'm really hoping to get Halloween month 2018 underway. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a lot of fun. I have a couple of videos that I have in mind that I'm going to be doing very soon. Thanks again for watching. I'm Anthony Flores with Collectible Goodness, and I'll see you in the next video.